Hello and welcome back to the Motorhome Review channel. Today I'm at the Coachman launch to see the new 2027 models, and in this video we're going to be taking our first look at the flagship Lusso range. I know it's a Motorhome Review channel, but Caravans is where we started, and as we said, we're still going to be covering them. And I know Lusso is incredibly popular with many of you. That said, we do all like what we can't afford, don't we? So let's make a start and find out what is new for 2027, starting with these layouts. So we're going to make a start on the Lusso I and then work our way down 2, 3 and 4. There is a new layout which many of you asked for, and it is here in the lineup. So let's start here on Lusso I. So Lusso I is the smallest Lusso in the range. It is based on the AlKo chassis with ATC, and as I say, this is a premium top-end caravan. You will get self-levelling as standard. At the front, the Coachman large front end. This is an 8-foot wide caravan. The windows, the Coachman logo and the special Lusso badge. You will get a gas locker and a front storage locker as well. Coming down the near side, now unlike the laser range which has the silver sides, Lusso has still remained with the classic premium white finish on the sides, and we can see, if I close this as well, the new graphics for the 2027 season. You will get a gas barbecue point, your electric hookup point. So let's take a look down this near side. Awning light, the one-piece door, the dark tinted window here as well. And as I say, these graphics, including Lusso, it is raised as well. It's not a flat sticker, this is raised here. The vents for the tower fridge and freezer, single axle. On Lusso this year, you will get an AlKo wheel lock and a Scorpion tracker as well. I haven't got all the facts and figures. However, what I do know is on the Lusso range, you can upgrade all of them to the 2,200 kilo MTPLM if you wish to do so. So you're going to get a huge payload if you opt for that. Continuing down on the near side, I mentioned the self-levelling. That's deployed automatically, and you can see the self-levelling system there, and just under the caravan near that axle, you'll also see it deployed there in the centre of the caravan, stabilising it and fully levelling it. At the rear end, the Coachman name, high level brake light, Lusso I. This is now in a matte black finish, Coachman logo, and we can see the Coachman light cluster as well. No changes on that one. Onto the offside, there's a water filling point for the toilet flush and the toilet cassette point itself, and then we make our way down. So there's an access locker here which is going to give you access to your storage, and then continuing down there's the locker box, the water filling point, and there's also an external shower on board as well. And here we find the vent for the Alde wet central heating. Of course, this sort of price point at over £50,000, we're going to want Alde wet central heating. You are going to get a solar panel as well, a 120 watt solar panel, and an aerial as well. There's also an air conditioning unit fitted. Let's venture in and we'll see what we're getting inside. So opening the Lusso I door, we have this grey and white finish. The bin as well. We all have a caravan bin in the door, don't we? Let's venture through into the lounge. Now, when Lusso was first brought out a few years ago now, a lot of feedback was around layout and also this footstool. A lot of people felt it just needed something else, and look at the lounge. So on Lusso I, your layout is an L shape at the front. You can see this beautiful, it's almost a mink colour in the suede effect fabric, a quilted finish, and without making too much of a mess at the launch event, the cushions for this new season. The windows at the front looking out, and we can see the curtains as well. There are concertina blinds in all the windows and fly screens, and if we look up we can see our sunroof here with the blind as well. This doesn't open, this top sunroof. So the L shape, this will convert into a double bed. It's a 4-berth caravan, so if you are a family, it is possible to change this into a bed. The footstool, as I say, absolutely fabulous, great size. Obviously you can move this around for wherever the family are sat. At various points around the Caravan, you'll find USB charging points, plug sockets, and then onto the near side wall. So here, now when they launched the new season before, we saw the wood panel effect. That's continued for 2027. Very popular, a real upmarket finish, and the blinds and the fly screens. Talking about the USB charging points, you'll find them here in the underlighters. The dark wood with the curvature. Now, because this is 8 foot wide, it feels big anyway, but because of the way that the overhead lockers are curved, it gives more space here as well. Instead of coming out, we've got more space. The matte black handles here. So let's have a look inside one of them. So here we can see the wall board at the back there, the shelving unit. There is also storage here in the corners as well on Lusso I. Let's move around into our kitchen area. As I say, this is an overview of the full range, not a detailed review. So on Lusso I, additional flap, and then look at the kitchen. Lusso really delivers on kitchen. It is a premium experience. You're going to find various slide out storage racks, can access it here as well. That leads through to the worktop, which is solid. I'll just give that a knock. You can feel the quality on there, and that's the same on the sink cover. Absolutely solid. It's got the matte black tap, and then into our surround. Nice surround finish here. And then we're into gloss. So we've gone from wood to gloss. Microwave, extractor fan, hob. You will get on Lusso an electric hot plate. Great if you're hooked up on electric hookup. And gas, if you prefer to cook on gas, or you're on off-grid. Sorry, if you're off-grid. Coming down, we've got a grill and a gas oven as well. So both of those combined in that Thetford appliance. I mentioned air conditioning. You're going to get the Truma aircon unit as standard. And then coming down here, as well as some storage, we find a Thetford tower fridge and freezer. I'll open this up. This is around 139 litres of capacity, I believe, but you can see there, tower fridge and freezer. When you're off-grid, that will run off gas. It's an absorption appliance. Coming back, there is a privacy screen, so even if you are just a couple and on a night you just want to close that off, pull it across, it's going to contact onto there. And then let's talk about some storage. Now Lusso, from day one, they have done phenomenally well on providing the wardrobe space and the storage space, and that is absolutely the same still for 2027. Moving back, we have the island bed. It's the transverse bed on the offside wall. It does slide out. It's currently retracted. Retracted, you can see the space running around the bed as well. Lots of room to get changed here and to get through to the bathroom. The headboard is in the fabric that we saw in the lounge area. These downlighters also have a charging point. Overhead lockers again. We'll just have a look in one of these to get an idea. Shelving. The dark wood finish. Sunroof here. It's a solid ceiling. Just give that a tap for you. But this is Lusso I in terms of our bedroom space. A further television point here and the wood boarding running across. Let me step back into the bathroom. Another thing Coachman always do well, I've got to admit, whenever I've done my Caravan reviews, I've always said it, bathrooms. They are probably the best manufacturer when it comes to bathrooms. Look at this. So if I open this up, first of all, we have a separate shower cubicle, beautifully finished again, matte black, and you've got the same backboard as we saw in the kitchen with the splashback. Fabulous size, one of the biggest showers you're going to find. Then we have the inset fruit bowl sink, matte black tap again, the mirror. I believe when on power that this does light up, hook, toothbrush holder, and storage as well. And then in this corner you'll see the Thetford toilet, a frosted window so nobody can see in, heated towel rail off the Alde system, and storage. And this door does close as well for privacy when you're in the bathroom space. So Lusso I for 2027. It's a bit of a whirlwind tour. We've got 4 to get through, but let's have our first look to see what we've got coming. Right. Single axle, smallest in the range. Let's move on. Lusso II. So this is a twin axle model, again a 4-berth caravan, all the features that we have just seen on Lusso I, but stretched a bit, so we are longer on this model. And in terms of the payload, again, I haven't got the facts and figures, but this one you can take up to 2,200 kilos if you wish to as well, the side and the rear. The difference here obviously is that we can see here the Lusso II. And this one doesn't have the added bird splatter that Lusso I unfortunately had. Right, let's take a look inside. So come on. So venturing in, as I say, Lusso II is that little bit longer because some people do prefer the longer caravan. This one again, 8 foot wide. And if I sit here, you can just get an idea of all the space around me. So here we have the L shape again. I'll just take a couple of these cushions so you can see the furnishings. And again, we've got the wooden wallboard finish, the footstool, and the beautiful wood effect flooring as well. Coachman for 2027 have stuck with wood effect flooring. Some manufacturers have moved to a concrete type finish. I like the wood. I think it does look really nice. Moving along, you've got here space for your television. You've got this wallboarding, the curvature again, the Coachman control panel as you come in, and then the automatic levelling. The panel for that is here. So when you arrive on site, you're literally going to press a button and your Lusso is going to level itself for you. Here on the near side, there are some changes though. We saw before in Lusso I, the all-in-one tower fridge and freezer. Here we've got the larger one. This Thetford has a capacity of around 153 litres, I believe. It's got the separate freezer and then the large fridge compartment. Lovely. Let's have a look over on the off side. So again, great size kitchen. I love this L shape. It's giving all this worktop space, and then down here you've still got your flap as well, so you can see when it's put away how that's going to look compared to what we saw before. The plugs, fully equipped kitchen. Again, it's the microwave, the electric hot plate, the gas, everything that you're going to need is here in this kitchen. These caravans are ideal for touring or for seasonal pitches as well. Still on 2, you're going to get the aircon. That is standard across the range. Privacy screen here. Now, because this one's slightly longer, we have extra storage here. So let's take a look. So opening this up, we've got this wardrobe space and we've got a bank of drawers. You can see the finish here. So we've got wood at the front, a little bit of gloss in the kitchen, and then the rest is this white wood grain effect. Lovely. More storage, the same as Lusso I from here. And then we go into the bedroom space. Again, the bed is retracted back at the moment. Pull it out when you need it. The full facts and figures will be in a more detailed review when I do get to do them. But otherwise, I'll put a link to the Coachman website so you can check out the full bed sizes, because I know the length of the bed is important for a lot of you. The headboard here, this quilted finish, really nice. There is at each side of the bed a little worktop space, so bedside table, drawers as well, so you've got place to put all your items. I like these as well. These are nice. You can move these about out of the way, and they've also got the USB charging points. Over on this side, the window. So when you're in bed, if you like to be nosy, you can have a good look out, can't you, at people? I don't do that. You can do that. And then you've got this nice net effect. Again, privacy, softening it up. And then the curtains again. The Alde, there's vents throughout the caravan, so the Alde warm air will feed through. Good size mirror, so when you've got changed, you want to have a look before you go out. You always want to look your best in your dry robe. You've got this fabulous good size mirror here. Television point as well. And then back into the rear washroom, another rear washroom layout. Sliding door for privacy. In this corner, we have that excellent shower again. I'll just pull that open so you don't get reflection on the camera. Matte black. And then that finish, so it's not plain and white, beautifully finished. And then we've got the same as we saw before, so our sunken sink and storage under there. Some nice little shelves here as well. These are little touches that just sort of make things, finishes it off, doesn't it, and elevates it a little bit. and then finish here. I mentioned frosted windows. Some manufacturers just literally put in a clear window, and that means you're always having to make sure your blind is drawn. So nice to see that the window frosted there for privacy. Right, we're going to get a change now. So let's head on to Lusso III, which, all being well, is right next door. Now this again, twin axle caravan, one of the longer ones, 8 foot wide as well. You can uprate this on the weight as well. Now Lusso III, when it was launched as a twin bed model. However, for this season they have changed the layout. So let's go and take a look at Lusso III. So coming down on the near side, still all the same services, the gas barbecue point, electric hookup, and the same as well on the off side. Twin axle. The graphics here for the new season with the matte black Lusso, and then at the rear the 3 embossed here. This is how you're going to tell which model you are looking at. Let's go see what's different then. So as I say, before Lusso III it had the single beds. People had asked for that, however it turned out that it didn't seem to be actually that popular. So what Lusso III now offers is, I'll close that to start with, the facing bench seats. Lusso before has only been in the L shape, and a lot of people have said we don't want that layout, we want the bench seats. This is more of a traditional caravan front lounge, and Coachman have listened. They listened with the Lusso IV that was launched recently, we'll see that next, and they've listened here. So let's have a look at 3. Some of you are going to be really pleased about this. So the 2 bench seats. Now again, 4 berths, so you can either use them as singles if it's, say, children who are a little bit smaller, or it will make into a double. You've got the choice. So both of these seats now. So let's have a quick look here. So you can see we've got this nice armrest finish, so you can sit here relaxing, arm up. The fabric continuing round. And what I like about these as well is you can sit right into them. You can see plenty of space, my feet dangling away. So yeah, absolutely lovely. And up here, this is much more traditional as well for many caravanners. We have the slide out, so you can put your drinks or snacks on there. There is a table that folds away as well when you want the full table. Here, there's some drawer space. So many of you will be much more familiar with this sort of styling and be really pleased to see this. We have the plug socket, these little lights as well. And on each side of the wall, if I stand up, we've got the wood wall panelling, the windows, still lots of lovely headroom, the 8 foot wide, this curvature, and it feeds into the kitchen space. So Lusso III, again, fabulous kitchen with the extension flap. You can see as well how this length as well on this cabinet, the gloss here. Let me open this. This is another fabulous feature on Lusso. If I just open this slowly, so as you open it, it slides out on that mechanism, that hinge in and out. Really nice. I'll just do that again so you can see that. So a nice smooth action, all that cupboard space there, and the microwave as well. On Lusso III, still going to be the air conditioning unit, the same oven, the same bank. So replicating Lusso II to this point. Over on the near side, Lusso III is still going to have the separate freezer and fridge compartment by Thetford. I'll open it up because I do love a tower fridge and freezer. I do this in my own motorhome. Look in there, beautiful. Storage as well. Here you'll see this is where the privacy screen is going to go. You'll see the track along the ceiling, so you're going to separate these areas as well. Then let's head towards the bedroom space. Same as Lusso II. So we're replicating now because we've changed the lounge space. So Lusso II is the L shape. Lusso III, here we see the island bed. And what you'll also see is the television. There is a television included with this model. You'll see the board here as well, the wood slat, lovely finish, little bit of storage underneath. And then as we sweep around the bed, island bed, again, it's retracted. We have the same finish with the quilted fabric. All these overhead lockers, I'll just open these These are a good size, absolutely loads of room. I would personally, if you've got a tow car that'll do it, I would uprate your payload. I would uprate this to the 2.2 tonne MTPLM. If you're a caravanner, you'll know what I've just said there. If not, you'll be wondering what I've said. But I'd go 2,200 kilos if you've got the tow car that'll do it, because there's so much room to put things. Again, on each side, somewhere to put your cup of tea in the morning or something a bit stronger at bedtime maybe. USB charging point, more storage here. I'll just open this. You can see there into that wardrobe space. And then we feed through into the rear washroom. Again, what we just saw on Lusso II, we're seeing in Lusso III. The door slides for privacy, the window, the cabinet. I'm not sure if I've opened one of these yet. Let's have a look in a cabinet. So the cabinet, not a massive depth at this point, a little bit deeper here, but nice bathroom cabinet there. Hooks, swivel loo, sunken sink again, tap, beautiful mirror and finish, shelving, and that big shower cubicle, the same shower cubicle in there as well. Right, so that is the new model. The single beds are no longer with us. We have rear washroom, island bed, huge kitchen, and this lounge, which can be used as singles or a double. So Lusso III, new for 2027. Let's go to Lusso IV. So this was launched in October 2026. This was launched in February, 2026. So just a few months ago, because we're now in June. So this was launched at the NEC in February, and people were queuing to get in Lusso IV. It's obviously gone very well. This one, again, all the same features that I've mentioned throughout, still on that twin axle. Let's go round the back and just take a look. So on this one, slightly different. Lusso IV, you'll see there's a window here. We're going to see that layout when we go inside. The badging there, obviously different. We'll just go down the near side. We haven't, offside, sorry. We haven't done the offside on all of them. It's very much similar, but you will see you've got storage, the toilet point, you've got the locker, shower point, water point, Alde vent, aerial on the roof there, your solar panel, your air conditioning unit. So Lusso IV. Let's go in and just take a refresh on the layout, because say this one has only been available for the last couple of months. So in here we come back to the L shape. Lusso, as I said before, has really been based on this. So the new Lusso III, I think, is going to be very popular. But let's take a look at 4. L-shaped lounge, got the footstool to complement this. Then we have our television point over here. That's going to be situated there. Wall panelling, again, it's 8 foot wide, so lots of space around us. And then we feed through into that Lusso kitchen. So coming through, there's the extension flap, all that worktop space. We're still going to have our Russell Hobbs microwave, extractor fan, the hob with the electric and the gas, grill and oven. Beautiful kitchen still. Here, we've got a little cabinet for when you want to put your glasses in there. It's got this perspex finish to it. Close that up, dropping down, plug socket, USB, levelling again. Aircon's above me, and then we feed down here into some storage. So a little bit different. We have this running alongside our fridge. Now, the table, the folding table, is concealed in here. And then there's this basket system. You can see here the black. So when you're on site, push and they pop out. There we go. So you'll get quite a lot of stuff on these racks. And what I do like is literally push and pop out. I'm not having to rummage around in the back of my cupboard. And if you're smaller like me, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. So let's close that up. And there's also just a little bit of under storage there as well. Closing that. And I like how these little catches, I'm not having to push them and pull them to get them to operate. They literally are pull down and they operate, and close and they close themselves. So that's much more simpler to use than having to push and wait for them to pop out. Storage, tower, fridge and freezer, again, fabulous. Now, completely different to all the other Lussos, mid washroom. So as I feed back, there is a privacy screen here. This is going to slide across the bar and it's going to completely fill this space, separating the front to the bedroom space. If you are a family of 4 people, this is probably a really good option because the mid washroom means people can get to here without having to go through the bedroom to get there. So let's move through. On the near side, there is the shower cubicle. Let me open this. So we're not compromising on space. Here we have the huge shower again with that beautiful splashback effect. And then over on the off side, we have the washroom side. And if you're wondering about privacy, there is also a screen here that's going to close here. So you are fully enclosed in case you're wondering. Thetford loo roll holder, again, frosted window, the cupboard in the wood grain effect, and then the mirror with the surround, again the sunken sink, black tap, storage here on Lusso IV, the black towel rail. I like the black finish as well. It's not in the white, it's matching everything, the black continuing throughout, so no change in that. Sunroof as well as we come through, and then a rear bedroom, the transverse island bed, again retracted at the moment, so you've got all the space to walk round it. Somewhere here to put iPhones, gadgets, drinks, these lights again with the chargers, the same backboard there that you can see, wood cabinets, and then coming around, so we've got just 3 lockers there, and then we come round, the wood trim again. The window that we saw outside, if I just move that across so you can see you've got your window here, does also have a proper blind and fly screen and it does open. The curtains as well, so you can really make it quite dark in here as well for those lighter mornings. Huge sunroof up here for ventilation. And then feeding round, we've got wardrobe storage here and underneath, the television that comes included with it, the wall board and storage there. I'll just open this so you can have a look at Lusso IV, wardrobe space there, and then obviously filtering down as well, just to give you an idea of that space. And the Alde tank in there. As I said, Alde wet central heating, which is definitely the premium choice. So Lusso IV, rear bedroom. That is completely different to the other 3. Bedroom here, nice wraparound feeling. The mid washroom, this is an excellent space. As well as getting changed in there, you've got all the space in here. Great big shower, plenty of headroom as well. Obviously I can see Jules, you can't see him behind the camera, but lots of headroom above Jules, and he's 6'1", so plenty of headroom space. Fabulous kitchen, and then feeding through again into the wraparound. So that's the twin axle Lusso IV, which was launched February 2026. This is the 2027 season. You can see the graphics on it there. So that's the Lusso Caravan range from Coachman for 2027 season. 3 models, 3 of which are twin axle, 1 of which is a single axle, and that wraparound L-shaped lounge, all apart from Lusso III, which now has the bench seats. Let me know in the comments, which one would you go for? I'm not sure, it might even be 3 now, because I quite like those bench seats, so I could be a Lusso III now. So let me know which you go for. I'll put a link in the description to the Coachman website, which hopefully will be updated once the new season fully launches, and you'll be able to find out all the facts and figures, and more importantly, the price. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.